Hi guys, today I'm making a video about the swamp. This is episode 2 of all of the biomes, and I'm going to showcase them, and I'm going to describe what the biome looks like, what you'll need to survive, what is the appropriate or exclusive base you can use in this biome, and what dinos and materials are in the biome. So today we are doing the swamp, and here I guess we'll start. So the swamp has 3 mini biomes in it. There's the marshy land, the mangrove forest, and the deep muddy water biome with quite thick tall trees. The marshy land is partly solid and is the best place to build in the swamp, if you're going to risk build there at all. It's full of marsh grass and some jungle trees occasionally. When you build in this part of the swamp, you will find titanoboas and beetle buffalo to be the most common, with meganeros following close behind. The water nearby will be full of sarcos and crocodiles, as expected, who might crawl out onto the beach. You're probably thinking, and this is the safest place to build in the swamp? Yes, I'm not joking. If you pay attention, then you will definitely want to follow my advice and build in the marshes, more commonly close to other biomes on the outer part of the swamp. The mangrove forest has lots of thin trees with very visible roots and shallow water. It has the most rocks out of all of the biomes and is the hardest to navigate through by raft because of the abundance of trees blocking your way like a maze. The main thing here is the Parasauritherium, so it is the safest, but it's only got rocks to build on, and they have to be flat, so it would be small, and therefore you'd have to make your base tall, ruining the game of hide and seek in PvP because you lose your element of disguise, which is why it isn't the safest. Which is why it isn't the safest, and it's hard to make a getaway, hard to build a base, not much easy things to kill for food, and so therefore it's not an area to live in. And am I right? The muddy water biome, I know, I couldn't think of another name, has deep water with partly submerged trees. These are the tallest in the swamp, and this is the heart of the swamp, and it's infested with sarcos and crocodiles. You either have to swim or ride a dino or raft. There's no walking at all in this mini biome of the swamp. The only reward you may find are plant species eggs, great for your defense. To survive, you'll need high torpidity rate reduced when you level up, so you wake up quicker if you're knocked out, and a raft or motorboats that you can get around. The only places like the bases you can build in the swamp are on the massive rocks, with only flying mounts to saving you from being stranded, or a raft base. I pick raft because in PvP they could see your base on the rocks. Second, you're stranded from all resources unless you have a flying mount with a ton of health, stamina, and weight. So it would take you a while, and it would also take you a while to tame a high level. It's not worth your time if your bird dies. It's not worth your time. If your bird dies, you're absolutely screwed. There's thatch, wood, flint, stone, water, and food, so you can only stay as a noob if you try living in the swamp. And even then, if you do manage to stay as a noob, you'll die from everything else living there. Unless you explore outside the swamp itself, which isn't worth your time. Just build in the area surrounding the swamp instead, because it's quicker instead of having to go in and out of the swamp all the time. So you should just build out around the swamp, not in it. The alphas will get you because they're often on any multiplayer servers, there will be people who will come on their gigas looking for Species X all through the swamp. So all of the good tribes will get you. Anyway, that's it for the biome you shouldn't build in, the swamp. Next one is episode 3 in the mini series is about the jungles with the smaller, faster creatures. Goodbye.